Hello everyone, welcome back to day 6 of 30 days of our AWS cloud journey. I'm Chayan and today we are going to talk about core and critical part of AWS, that is IAM. IAM generally stands for Entity Access Management. So have you wondered about how to create users, how to give permissions to them, how to give the limited users permissions? So that's all things can be achieved by IAM part. So welcome back to video. Let's quickly learn about the IAM. What is the IAM actually for? What are the features? What exactly IAM do? Then we'll move to the demo and the practical part. If you are new to the channel, please don't forget to subscribe. And if you are not have joined the WhatsApp group till now, I will just provide the link into the description. Go there and follow the group for the daily updates. So let's talk about the IAM part. So what does the IAM do for you? Okay, IAM. IAM is a generally service for the AWS service. Here, IAM generally helps you to control who can access what in your AWS account. In AWS, we have something around 30 plus services, or I can say 40 plus services. There are many services. Okay, so it generally gives access to the control. Like this person can only use. Suppose I am a user. Okay, I can only use two services. So we have to give them a person to a limited access only. So it's like a security gatekeeper only with your identity card, with your key, with your permission slip. So all rolled in one only. So if I talk about in real way analogy, okay. So imagine AWS is big office. I am decide who get the entry pass. Like suppose this is our one big office. Let me create here. This is our AWS big office. So no one can enter. Now, like suppose I'm a person, I want to go where I want to go into the sales department. Suppose so, this gateway people will be checking. I have to create a pass. Like who will get the entry of this particular pass? This users will be there. Like they are allowed to do the permissions or not. Like are this person is able to come in this and access this or not? Or he should go on this particular place only. So all this these things, all these permissions are being decided by the AWS cloud only. So this is how big companies manage their developers, DevOps teams, auditors, and automated scripts without giving you the full access. Okay, so let's talk about the key components of the IAM users. What all the key components we have in IAM? IAM key components. Okay, what all those components we have in IAM where the IAM is built for? First of all, we have users. Okay, in IAM users are the nothing but the individual identities. Like we have developers, we have testers, we have interns. So these are the individual person. Like I am a person. These are the multiple users. We create a users based role. Like suppose in the Windows, we if we have access in the college, so we have user one, user two, user three. Like this, here also we have users role to the IAM. And we have second we have groups. Okay, in the groups are like by the groups name you're already getting. Like we have a collections of users with the common policies. Like suppose these two persons are getting the same permissions. This two is a group, this three person is a kind of group, like this way. So these two are suppose tester, these three are of a AI team, these three are of a DevOps team. So kind of a group kind of permission, common permission we are going. Like three, this three person will be able to see or access only S3. This two will be able to see only EC2. So this kind of group permission we can also give. Third, that are the policies we generally have and this IAM rules. So what does the policies do over here? Okay, so JSON document is there which generally allows and denied. In the yesterday's session, we have talked about while we were hosting S3 bucket. So in the bucket part, while for the public application, we have attached some kind of bucket policy. We have generated a bucket. So that bucket policies was written into the JSON format. So like this here also we have policy generator where you can generate your policies. Okay, and once your policy generated, you can assign them to what kind of role you want to give them. Whether you want to give read, write, what kind of permissions you want to get them. Okay, then fourth things come is that is the roles. Okay, so roles, these are the temporary access to the services. Like we are just giving temporary access to the services. Like for the EC2 temporary, we are giving SC temporary services, or lots of services we have. We can give the Lambda service as a temporary access. So this kind of things been achieved by this particular roles. Then last but not the least, fifth role that comes is MFA. This is generally known as multi-factor authentication part. This generally adds extra login to your extra security your login layer. Okay, so IAM generally works on the least privileges part, only give the access which has been needing, nothing more. Suppose this is a person, okay, and this is a company we have. This is a company named as AWS Cloud. Okay, and these are the new developer has been joined. So AWS, we can't give him the directly the root access, all access, all the I can say we can say admin access. Suppose he have some bad thinking about the company, he might delete all the files, he might finish up, he might delete the clusters, he might delete the EC2 instances. So suppose this person only needs access of S3 bucket. So upload the images to download the images. So rather than giving the admin, rather than giving the root power, we will be providing him only the S3 bucket for the read write only. Suppose in that read write only we have multiple permission, whether you want to give read full access, we want to give what kind of access. So once we are going to the practical part, so there I will be showing the policies, pre-created policies, what kind of policies we are type. So let's first understand the concept wise. Now, second thing comes up like we have understand about the IAM keep components like users, group, policies, role, each and everything. Now let's talk about why we need IAM. Okay, why IAM is important. Okay, why generally we need. So imagine IAM isn't just a big for the big companies, even it's matter for the solo developers only. Okay, so let me just talk about with the real world DevOps example, you will get with this similar part. So, given an intern read only access to the S3 logs, I just discussed this particular demo over here. Okay, like suppose we have AWS account and this new intern has come. So, and more person has been working like we have EC2, we have S3, everything data has been on our AWS cloud. But if you provide this access, if you provide each and every access to this person, so he might get it, he might be miscellaneous things for us. So that's why we are just providing a read-only or access to the S3 logs, then allowing the Jenkins server to deploy on the EC2. Then one I can say one wrong permissions or one might accidental delete your production database from the IAM prevents. Like we are just preventing from the accidental delete or from some kind of wrong permission or some kind of database leakage. So we are being stuck to the only this particular person should have access because suppose you use your phones, okay? So you have some kind of lock. You have your suppose 10 phones are there. So everyone has their own locks. Everyone has their own privacy. Everyone has their own database. Okay, some people put the locks onto the even the WhatsApp also because why they have their own privacy. So to person not to breach them, suppose I have my phone, okay, this is suppose this is my phone, okay, and I'm just providing this phone to you, okay, I will first of all having the password on the onto the my key, okay, like on the lock screen. Once my lock screen gets successfully logged, now I am just having the password on WhatsApp, I'm just having the password on photos, I'm just having the passwords on multiple pages, okay. Why? From preventing from the security breach. No one should read my chats, no one should see my personal photos. This person we are just giving, he just want to check it out your Safari part, or he wants to just use a Google Chrome. So why we should provide him other access also? So that's why same thing has been done into the IAM road itself also, where we just provide with the limited access. Now, how we can create the users, how to do and grant the X3 access. Let's quickly move to the practical part and let's understand how to achieve this. So this is our AWS Cloud Console. Let's quickly search for the IAM. Let's quickly open our IAM part, IAM service. This IAM has been getting open. So this is the new person. Okay. Now, as I talk about, we have users, we have users groups, we have roles, we have policies, we have root access management. So users were the single entities, roles we generally provide, user groups as a group of entity. Today, we are just quickly going to create one users and we are going to attach the policies. And from that users, we are going to log in and check it out. Other activities can be done by him or not. So you have to just create the users. Users name are something like, let me give users name S3 access users. Anything you can give S3 access user because we will be attaching the policies only to the access of this particular person. So just move to the next. what kind of we have to attach the policies directly. You can also copy the permission, but we have to attach the policies directly. Now we have to give the permission like S3 permissions. Okay, so what kind of permission? If you some come up over here, you can just check it out. You want to give S3 full access, okay, or you want to give only read access, that person can only read, or otherwise there's a lots of policies. Okay, so let's give about, let's right now let's give on that person can only have the read access, no commits, no read write, nothing the person can do. Okay, so we are just providing the read write access only. Now you have to just click the next. Username is this nothing, you have to just create the users. Now how you are going to get the ID and passwords of this? So you have to just go inside this and you have to go to the security credentials and you have to just manage the console access. You have to just create a auto-generated password, enable console access. Okay, and they just give the random access. So you have to just download the CSV. And once the CSV done, let's quickly log in into the AWS account. AWS login, console, I guess AWS login, console. Okay, so let's quickly log in and let's quickly let me quickly log in the behind. I just need to quickly hide my ID passwords. So just wait for 2 minutes. I'm just logging into my account with that particular credentials which we have certainly downloaded over here. Let me show you what is the credentials. They are being showing up. So it's taking some time. Don't worry. Okay, this credentials has been downloaded for me. So let me quickly, the things have been taking a lot of time. Just wait. Okay. For me, the credentials has been up. You will not able to see my screen, so don't worry. Let me quickly show you. See, this is the credentials which we generally got from it. So what this credentials is having? You are having the username, password, and you are having a console username. So once you click on it, once you copy, you have to just quickly go to your consoles part and you have to just paste it out over there. Okay, so let me quickly show you the. Okay, this is my incognitive where I'm just opening my IAM users. So let me quickly copy the access name and I have to just quickly give the passwords and I'm just signing in. So here you can see we have been signed up into a new AWS account. Okay, now once we are signed up into the new AWS accounts, we don't have other anything else permissions to check it out. Okay, we have just given the permission that was the S3. Okay, so let's quickly open the S3 and we have just created 2 to 3 buckets 1 to 2 days before. So here you can check it out. Here we are able to see this particular 2 to 3 buckets. Yesterday we have just created this static web page also. So this static web page has been there. Just scroll down. Okay, we are going to basically read out what all the things we have. Suppose if you want to upload each and anything over here, okay, let's try to upload. If the things get done, let me show you. So suppose I'm just uploading this credentials file over here, and we are going to get the uploadations done. So see here what they say uploadations for the more error columns in this particular files and folder. That's no, so why they are just showing access denied? Why? Because of it, because we have just provided this person only a read only access. That's why this person is unable to upload the things. If we change the permission to the full access, so this person will be able to retrieve. Suppose if you go to EC2 instances, so let's try to create a EC2 instance and I will show you this if this person is create to the EC2 instances or not. So we have come to the dashboard part and we have comes to the instance running and we can see, let's quickly launch with the instance any name. So it's taking a little bit time to load. So no worry about it. So basically the concept is like this person will be not still able to create this new server. Okay, AWS Lambda, nothing, 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 just random things. T3 micro, that's been selecting. And see here what they say, you are not authorized to perform those operations. User this is not authorized to perform because we have not provided any permissions regarding the EC2 instances. Okay, now let's quickly go to the S3 and let's quickly attach the permissions of this particular person of a S3, and we are going to, this is our another account, this is my main account, and let's quickly attach the permissions. Here once you come to the permission, we have to attach more kind of permissions. Okay, so the permission attached, like I have to give full access of this particular person, full access of a S3. You have to just click to the next. The permission has been added. Here you can check this permission S3 users which we have login, where this person has 2 access. Okay, now let's quickly again switch to this particular user of a S3. Let me just quickly, yep. So this is our another person. Like you can see, check it out over here. If you go against over here, my static web page, let's quickly refresh our page because the permission has been updated over here. And permission, once the permission has been updated over here, let's quickly try to upload any of the files quickly. Let's quickly add the files. I'm just going to open this files and let's quickly upload. So see, the upload has been successfully done. So like this way, the IAM makes a lot of role for the creating the things easier for you for accessing and the controlations part. We have users, we have roles. So in this roles, what we do, we generally create the temporary roles. We discussed now, like AWS services, we have AWS accounts. So what kind of roles you want for the use case? What kind of use case? Like I want to use for the EC2. We have you have to either you have to create spot instances. What else you have to create? So you have to just use for the EC2 right now. What kind of permissions you have to provide? You want to administrative permissions or EC2 full access. So here you can see we have for the different services, we have different permissions being provided over by the AWS cloud. Either you want to give full access, read only access, SSM access. So these are the kinds of access. I'm just moving with the full access. So see, they have just created the policies. Yesterday we also see this particular kind of policy, and we have just create writing a null road for the EC2, and we're just creating a role. Okay, a role name like S3 users, S3 service. So S3 users created, and if you go to the role, say this role has been created, you have to just simply attach to roles this particular person. So like this way, we can attach and do lots of users. You can create a lots of users from your end, and you can test it out. So there is no worries about this particular part. So that's what all about how I am generally helps in creating the securing from the securities part and helps in running the things. So in the tomorrow section, we will be creating access key. We will talk about how to create access key, secret key, how to access this particular things, how to attach with the CLI part, consoles part. So IAM roles are being used by the services, not people. So if you have a script running on EC2 instances that upload S3 buckets, so we are checking out with the access key, we need access key, we need secrets key. So tomorrow class, we are going to discuss all these particular things over here. If you comes up over here, let me quickly show you uh, for security credentials. We have MFA, access key, access key. If you create a secret key, so here you can check we need for the CLI part. So this all the things we are going to discuss into the tomorrow class, and that's it. So IAM best practices are like we are generally using IAM instead of hardcoding the credentials part because it gives us security part. We are enable MFA for the root users because like no other person can do the miscellaneous things like no prod access, nothing kind of that. So we are just following the principle of least privileges, and that's it. So IAM is all about controlling access in AWS safely and securely. So what we learned today, we just learned about what is IAM. Key components like users, groups, roles, and policies, hands-on demo of how to creating a users, and IAM roles into the real DevOps world. So day 7, we will explore about IAM roles in EC2, more depth, how to create access key, secret key, and upload some kind of data from CLI part to the S3 bucket. So stay tuned. If you have created your first IAM users, drop me a comment. I'm secure and like, share, and subscribe. See you soon in day 7.